So, welcome back. On February 2, 2026, the tech world didn't just shift its whole scenario, but actually there was a cracked wide open. The Elon Musk officially confirmed the most massive corporate merger in human history. SpaceX has acquired xAI in a deal that is definitely very valuable, and it values the combined entity as a staggering $1.25 trillion. So this isn't just about the rockets anymore, and it is not just about the chatbot. Bots, but by folding xAI, the X social platform, and the Starlink network into one innovation engine, Musk has revealed his ultimate master plan, and that is Orbital Brain. He isn't just building AI on Earth, he is moving the brain of our civilization into orbit. But why? Because according to the Musk, Earth is officially out of room and out of power. And definitely today we are actually breaking down the physics, the finance, and the sentient sun philosophy behind the SpaceX and xAI merger. So the question arises, why now? The terrestrial ceiling. Why we are talking about this? For the last 2 years, we have heard that's the same warning from the tech giants. AI is hitting a wall. The wall isn't software, it is electricity and heat. The terrestrial data centers are consuming an increasingly and terrifying percentage of global power grid. In his official memo, Musk was blunt, and he stated, so I am just putting his words, that is, global electricity demand for AI simply cannot be met with terrestrial solution without imposing hardships on communities. And that is why we have to think about it. AI training requires gigawatt of power and millions of gallons of water for cooling, and we are fighting over land and transformers while the climate pays the price. The Musk solution, definitely, is it a good solution? And look up in the space, it is always sunny. So there's no night when we talk about of the space and high Earth orbit. So if we are positioning our satellite correctly, and by moving AI compute to orbit, we get two things for free. And that is infinite energy, direct unfiltered solar radiance, and of course the infinite cooling. The vacuum of the space allows for massive radiative cooling without using a single drop of water. So, and that is definitely the technology inside the orbital brain. So, what exactly is the orbital brain? So it starts with a Starlink V3. According to the recent FCC filing, these aren't just internet routers anymore. Each V3 satellite is being designed as a modular compute bay. The SpaceX is aiming to launch constellations of 1 million satellites, and Musk's basic math is wild, and he wants to launch 1 billion tons of hardware per year. So each ton of satellite generates 100 kilowatt of compute power. So let's do some maths here together, you and me. That is 1 lakh times of 100 kilowatt upon 10 tons is equal to 100 gigabyte of AI compute. And that is really that is more power than most countries use in total. And this is the goal, right? Are you able to really analyze this? So to eventually hit 1 terabyte of compute per year, and this isn't just a network, it is a decentralized supercomputer wrapped around the planet. So none of these is possible without Starship. You can't build a million satellite supercomputer using traditional rockets. So the merger works because SpaceX has achieved what Musk call the forcing function. The Starship is now aiming for launch cadence of one flight per hour. Each ship carries 200 tons of payloads. So by owning xAI, SpaceX become its own biggest customer. They they aren't just selling rights to space anymore. Actually, they are launching their own digital gold mine. So every starship that goes up adds another lobe to the orbital brain. So this vertical integration is definitely, as analysts call it, that this is a bailout with a mission. And when we talk about xAI, it is like xAI was burning around $1 million monthly trying to compete with OpenAI and Google. Now it is backed by the profitable dominant infrastructure of SpaceX. Kardashev second and the sentient sun. Now let's find out more about, dive deep into that. If you think that this is just about money, you haven't been paying attention. To Musk recent tweets and in the merger announcements also, he used a phrase that caught everyone's off guard: the sentient sun. Musk is talking about Kardashev scale, a method of measuring the civilization's level of technological advancement based on the amount of energy they can use. So let's discuss about these levels of civilization. So the first is type 1. The type 1 uses all energy on its home planet. Now, let's talk about the type 2. That type 2 civilization used the total energy of its parent star. The orbital brain is step 1 in type 2 civilization. So by capturing the solar energy directly in the space and turning it into intelligence, that is AI, Musk believed that we can extend the light cone of consciousness. So he even mentioned the lunar manufacturing also. The long-term plan involves using electromagnetic mass drivers on the moon to launch AI satellite even further into deep space. And this is Muskonomy. That is the effect. Lately it is being termed by this name. So Mars and the moon and the AI all feeding into one single loop. So where does this leave us? The financial world is bracing for the SpaceX IPO rumored for June 2026. Expert says the valuation could fly past around $1.5 trillion, making it the most anticipated public offering in the history. But beyond the stock price, we have to ask, do we want the brain of our world to be owned by by single private entity in the orbit? Whether you are a fan or you are not a fan of Elon Musk or SpaceX, one thing is certain: the era of earthbound AI is ending. The orbital brain is officially under construction. So what do you think about this? Is this one way to save our power grids, or it is just a pure Musk futurism gone too far? So drop a comment below, and I want to hear from your theories on SpaceX and xAI merger. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel for more updates on the race for the stars. My name is Kanchan Verma. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.